Hello, 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 and welcome to You Are the Miracle, the weekly podcast that is all about helping you to understand and hopefully come up with some new ideas about how you can be part of the miracle of creating heaven on earth. I am Cheyenne Kramer. This is my better half.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day.
Absolutely. We hope that you had a great Christmas if that's what you celebrate. We hope Hanukkah is going well if that's what you celebrate. And we just hope that you're finding ways to find joy in being alive because that's the bottom line of it all. And we certainly hope that you're getting prepared for the new year. 2025 is just around the corner.
Definitely.
And it's that time when we all get to stop and reflect on the year that we've just come through and the year that we're getting ready to approach and just see what new ideas, what new things can we come up with. And tonight I wanted to focus on a topic that Don and I have been kind of exposed to, this whole community and the challenges this community faces. But I have to say that on Christmas Day, it really saddened me to see a friend of ours who posted about a young man that she had gotten a phone call about, and it was a young man who had just aged out of the foster care system. He had just turned 18, and the foster family that was working with him basically said, "Hey, you're 18. Here's $500. You're on your own." And I'm sorry, but from what we've seen, from what we've heard from others who have been foster parents, it would be a really rare situation when an 18-year-old was fully prepared to be out on their own after being in the foster care system. Wouldn't you agree?
And definitely, they're just not ready.
No, I mean, these days, sometimes we wonder how ready kids are who have been in a stable home because the world is a lot different than it has been in previous decades. And so it's become harder to navigate for everybody. But for a child that has not had a stable home life, oh my gosh, it is just horrifying to think of what it must feel like for an 18-year-old to be shown the door and know that they really don't have any place to go. They, most of the time aren't going to have a job. This young man's still in school. We're talking high school or junior high school or something of that nature. So, he's not even finished schooling to be hopefully prepared to be able to enter the world of work. And he was living in a tent. And luckily, this wonderful gal, a friend of ours, she got the phone call about him and was able to at least invite him in for Christmas and give him a little bit of joy for the holiday and a promise that she would help him find a support structure that would help him to keep moving forward with life. And he was scared. He was absolutely scared. He communicated that in no uncertain terms. And that's just so sad to me. So sad to me. Because we've seen that a lot of these young people, regardless of whether they've been in a stable home or not, they're pretty creative, wouldn't you say?
Definitely creative.
Very creative. They want to use that creativity. They want to find some amount of stability in their life. Isn't that what we all want? We all want to be able to feel like we're in control of our life at least a little bit, to have some kind of stability. And a lot of these young people are just not finding it. I mean, some of the most fun that we've ever had has been in doing young entrepreneur programs, and we've had quite a number of young people who were either in the foster care system or who had aged out of the system. And my goodness, they rose to the occasion to be entrepreneurial, did they not?
They definitely did. They were fantastic, very, quick,
Hmm.
with it, and smart.
And they knew how to sell.
Oh yes.
I mean, think about it. If you think about any children that you've raised, they're pretty good salespeople. They know how to get what it is they want. They sell their parents all day, every day on what it is they want, what their ideas are.
So yes, they are good sales people. We know.
We
We've
know.
experienced.
We have experienced it. It's absolutely the truth. And it's just um if we can do some things to help stabilize. I mean, our friend Marita McCorkle, she has a vision, and I so want to see this come to pass. And I know she's been working on it for years and years. She's fostered over 80 kids and just recently adopted two of the kids that she was a foster mom for. And her and her husband Jim, they've been looking for ways to be able to find the funding, to be able to purchase property, to be able to create, ideally, a campus that can house young people who have aged out of the system. Because they've got to have a place that's safe, a place where they can start to get their legs under them in terms of better understanding what their personal skills and talents are. How can they use those to be able to make a living for themselves? They need to just not have to worry about ending up in the streets. I mean, goodness, we've heard plenty of stories about young fosters who end up in major problems. I mean, without that stability in their lives, there's just too many of them that end up homeless, end up in prison, end up in just all kinds of extremely difficult situations.
And all that's true. But let's move on to how can we help them?
Well, it takes it takes a village, they say, but it takes a community of people who are willing to come together around a particular situation and brainstorm about it, be able to come up with, this is part of why You Are the Miracle exists, because anybody who watches this, you have a gift. You have a gift of some sort to give the world, and you might still be sitting on it. That's part of what we want to do, is we want to encourage you to bring your gifts, your talents, your knowledge, your wisdom, bring it out here to the world and help make a difference. And it's very possible, if you're watching this right now, I don't believe that's a coincidence, do you?
Mm,
And I'm going to bet that you have some kind of a gift based on your experiences and the things you've done and the things you've learned that could be helping in the foster care community. And I want to encourage you to reach out to us, to let us know, because, we're not asking you to give up your life in general. We're just saying, what is a puzzle piece that you could bring
Well,
to the table?
Another thing, people probably wondering, you want money from us? We really don't want money from you.
Although, money
Let
would
me
be
finish.
nice for
Let
some.
me finish. So you keep talking, call talking. There's ways you can help without dipping into your wallet.
It's true.
We can show you how you can help support this. There's a lot of different ways,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be happy to show. Not asking you to write a big check.
Mhm.
Our monthly offering every month, donation, what do you want to call it? There's other ways that are a lot more practical, make sense, and help you as well as help these young people.
Well, and I'll tell you one thing that comes to my mind right now, because we have put together some of these kinds of efforts back in North Carolina, and I'm hoping there might be an opportunity to put something together again here in Florida, because I believe, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with this, I believe that one of the most valuable things that we can do for these young people, especially if you happen to be a business owner, is mentoring these kids. A lot of them have ideas that they want to be in business for themselves, but we can tell you the public school system does not do a really good job at helping them to understand business. We've worked in the high schools before, and we've talked to the kids and said, look, how many of you want to have a business of your own? A lot of them will raise their hand and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're like, well, then now you know why you want to take your accounting class. You gotta be able to figure out whether you're in profit or you're losing money, right?
Well, the sad part about it, they're not teaching entrepreneurship in school.
Not really.
No. And if they have a class on it, it's usually taught by someone who has no idea about owning or running a business.
That's true.
And that's scary. Try teaching me how to do art with a soccer coach. Okay? It's not going to work. I'm not going to learn anything about art.
It's true. It's true.
But that's the situation you have in our school system.
Mm-hmm. It is. And I'll tell you, I mean, there are ways that small businesses can get involved in helping these young people and could potentially help the business as well. I don't know if you remember way back when, but we actually for a while had several small business owners in Raleigh, North Carolina, who went into a local high school and set up a marketing center, and got the kids involved in learning about how to get involved in marketing these businesses. And as they made connections and started to be able to bring some new sales to the table, they got paid as a business owner would. So that's a win-win, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
I mean, marketing and sales is the lifeblood of all businesses. And so much can be accomplished by it. And it doesn't even have to be a lot of time. I mean, just a few hours a week to give these young people an opportunity to learn about business, to learn about the different components of running a business, to be able to, hopefully add value to the business where maybe they even can earn some money working with somebody. These are simple things that can create some of the most amazing win-win situations. It can be a win for the business as well as a win for the young people. So, and I just want to go back because Don's right. We're not sitting here saying that we're asking for people to write some big check or something. That's not what this is
Unless you
about.
want to now.
Well, that was my point, because, because who knows? Who knows who sees this? Who knows knows somebody that might have an interest in this? Because there are people out there who want to make a difference in the world, and they have a big bank account, and they're just trying to figure out how to make an impact that will make them feel good. So I will say that this is becoming one of the biggest challenges for us right now, is to try to find a way to secure property, to be able to build micro communities that can serve some of these challenged communities. I mean, the aged out foster kids is a big need. Veterans is a big need. These are two of our major focuses, especially with the work we do with the Hope Institute. but there's other groups. There's so many other groups who, we have one young lady we work with who's all about wanting to provide a place to be able to house, abused women. There's a lot of that, whether it's domestic violence or there's just so many things where women have suffered trauma and need a safe place to be able to get themselves together.
Okay, what you're saying is, if people out here listening to this, if you have some kind of wanting to help a certain group of people, homeless women, kids, foster kids, it doesn't matter. If you have something, get in touch with us. We would love to talk to you.
Mhm.
And no, we're not asking you to write a big check, but if you can, it's nice. But seriously, we can show you how you can help out and not reach into your pocket. Maybe give a little bit of time.
Mhm.
May not even be a couple hours a week. It might be less than that. But we can show you ways to help yourself as well as help other people. And that's our thing. We're here. We want to help people. We have seen people as low as you can get. And it's sad. Yes, we can go on and preach about it. We're not going to do that. She started to, but I wouldn't let her. We don't want to be sad. We want to have a smile on our face, have a good thing in our heart to help others. And we can do it. And you can help us. And you really don't have to reach in your pocket. We have ways.
Absolutely.
It can help you and help other people. And me, I feel great, really great. I feel I'm on top of the world when I'm helping someone else.
Absolutely. So please, if you're watching this video, you can help out in such simple ways. For one, like it, share it, comment on it. Those are simple things you can do.
And contact us.
And contact us.
That's a big thing right there. My nose is just...
And if you have ideas, or you perhaps even know people who are in the foster care system, and you have ideas about how they can be helped, what kind of services do they need that they're not getting right now? I expect the list could be rather long, but we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what can you bring to the table, or what do you know about the foster youth community that others need to know? Put that in the comments on this video. Let's hear from you, because it's a big deal. There's a lot of brilliant young people who are falling through the cracks, just like this young man who living in a tent at Christmas because he turned 18 and got turned out of his foster care home. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. Okay. Enough said. We thank you for watching. We thank you for anything you can do to spread this message around. We thank you for any ideas that you can bring to the table and put in the comments.
And get hold of us. I want to hear your good ideas.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll work together on those ideas.
We could.
So
we've been known to travel places, haven't we?
We have traveled. Yes, we have.
And we will some more.
Have wheels, we'll travel.
Have wheels, we'll travel. That's
and we want to thank you for listening to us.
Absolutely. And we want to wish you all a very happy new year.
Yes.
And if there's anything that we can do to be in service to you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Happy New Year, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week.